struggling with the sciatic pain? Instead of trying to stretch or force it away, and let's try something different today. So we're going to retrain your nervous system with gentle movement. Many people try to fix their pain by stretching or pushing through the discomfort, but the pain often comes from habitual patterns in their nervous system. By exploring a new and gentle movements, we start to change these patterns and change how the nervous system responds to movement and reduce the pain. And that's what we are going to practice today in today's video. And we're going to get into the movement practice right now, lying on the floor. You can lie on a yoga mat or the blanket. If it is difficult for you to lie on the ground, on the floor, and you can practice on a softer surface on the bed, that would be fine. So let's get into it right now. So go ahead and lie on your back with your legs bent and the knees and feet about the shoulder width apart. Excuse me, I am holding my microphone. It tends to sag, so I'm just holding it with my hands. So you don't have to keep your hand here. And you can have your hands by your side, like so. And from this position, so first just relax your body. If you feel any strain, discomfort on your neck, and be sure to support your head and the neck with the pillow or the cushion, something underneath. But I'm comfortable without having anything underneath my head, so I'm just lying down without any support. And from this starting position, you're going to give yourself a hug. It doesn't matter which arm goes on top. And gently, let's start using your left hand to lift your right shoulder away from the floor a little bit so that you can turn your chest to the left side and then back. And when you do that, you may be so used to stretching and pushing through the discomfort so that without even knowing, that you're just holding your breath and pushing through the pain already. So I'm going to invite you to slow down how you are moving and really pay attention to your body, pay attention to your breathing as you are doing the gentle movements. With your left hand, gently lifting your right shoulder away, allowing your chest to roll a little bit over to the left side, and then let it come back. Make sure that you're not holding your breath. And making sure that you are not tensing your abs, stiffening your chest, stiffening your neck. If you feel discomfort in your neck, that means that you are really efforting through these movements. Allow your neck and head to move as well as you are gently lifting your right shoulder with your left hand so that the head could easily roll on the floor and back. And this may be very difficult for you. You feel like it takes a lot of effort, and to do that, you can make this easier by integrating more parts of your body. So as you are doing these movements, allowing your pelvis to roll as well. And perhaps your pelvis, your back, are not really well integrated with the upper part of your body, including your shoulders, including your neck and head. But by bringing your attention down to your lower back and the pelvis and your hips, and now all you have to do is gently allow your pelvis to roll. And then all of a sudden the movement becomes very easier. And you can feel you can breathe more easily. Right? So you are very easily shifting your weight from one side to the other side. Repeat these movements and several times until the movement becomes smoother, more integrated. But do it slowly and pay attention how you are approaching your body and the movement. And notice your habitual movement patterns that you tend to push through. You tend to really force the movement. You tend to really rush through the movement. Slow it down. When you move slowly, it becomes easier and breathing becomes easier. The more parts that you use with this movement, that movement becomes easier. Now you switch sides. You use the right hand to lift your left shoulder away. So same ideas, very slow, gentle movements. Allowing your shoulder to lift, allowing your chest to turn, allowing your pelvis to turn as well. Allowing your neck and head also to turn. And repeat until the movement becomes easier, right? It's not stretching. It has really nothing to do with how tight or the flexible your muscles are or how strong your muscles are. It has more to do with letting go of unnecessary muscular activities, right? And that is the habitual part of the habitual patterns in the nervous system. You want to change it so that the movement becomes much more efficient. What does that have to do with the sciatic pain? You may be wondering, right? But let's continue. And then afterwards, and I'm going to have you stand up and take a walk around and notice how your sciatic pain feels, how your leg feels. So then, once you're done on both sides, you're going to alternate rolling or lifting one shoulder to turn to one side and then the other side. Alternate the two directions. Make sure that the movement is very well coordinated. So there's no any parts of the body so they're fighting against each other. So they're all working together and easy rolling from a side to side. Make sure that your neck is free. You're not tensing your jaw, holding your breath, tightening your cheek, tightening your chest, tightening your hands. None of that. That's not necessary. That only makes the movement difficult. That makes that weight transfer difficult, which it affects your walking, which it affects all the functional movements. So when the movement becomes easier, and then you can stop and roll onto the side, whichever side, and then come up to sit. And you can stand up as well. So let me know how you are feeling right now. Right? You're watching this video because you suffer from sciatic pain. So how does it feel right now? And what does this movement practice have to do with the sciatic pain? So this really has to do with your functional movements, including your walking, including how you bend over, how you reach for something. We do the movements in a day-to-day activities. That involves the weight shifting from one side to the other side, but habitually we tend to move in a certain ways repeatedly over and over, and then, which is probably not the most efficient way. And so that inefficient movement patterns, the habitual inefficient movement patterns, and become associated with the pain in your nervous system. So every time you move in that same certain ways, habitual ways, and then the brain starts to perceive those movements as not safe, not the most efficient. And as a result, you experience the pain and the tension as a protective patterns of the nervous system. As long as you continue moving the same way, the nervous system continues to produce the same response, pain and tension. By exploring a new and more efficient ways of moving, you can start to change how the brain perceives the movements and responds to the movements. and therefore reducing the pain, reducing your sciatic pain. The way that you approach your body, many people are so used to approaching the body from an external perspective, as if fixing some mechanical objects, right? Stretching these muscles. Something's tight, something's weak. Let's work on strengthening, let's work on stretching. But there's really no attention to your body. So there's really no direct communication with your body, with your nervous system. So that won't really change how the nervous system really interacts with your body. But by bringing your attention into your body directly, and by slowly exploring the movements, sensing your body, how your body is moving, and you can start to explore a new ways of moving and then finding more efficient ways to move. And then the brain starts to change, rewire the patterns. And as a result, you experience differently in your own body. You feel differently in your body. And that's how you retrain your nervous system. And that's how you change how you feel in your body. If this approach resonates with you, and imagine what is possible when you explore this approach more deeply. And I dive into these ideas in my free masterclass, which is a great next step if you are curious about breaking the vicious pain cycle and moving with ease again. If you found this video helpful, and please like the video and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below how this felt for you. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.